This is a call to a guy. He's about to check out an Airbnb. He just called me and said, "Hey man, I have nowhere else to go. About to check out my Airbnb, so we're going to give him a call." So this is a very typical of a lot of the blacks in DC area for sure. Is that they're living in Airbnbs. So we'll see if he is ready to check into one of my Airbnb. I think he wants to go to Northwest DC. So we'll see.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, man? How's it going?
Hello?
Yeah, hey, what's up, man? How's it going?
Oh, yeah. Hello. I'm good.
Oh, yeah, I was just returning your call.
Yeah, so I'm just, because I'm trying to, because my checkout is in a few hours, so.
Yeah.
And I literally don't got nowhere to go, so I'm just trying to find something fast.
Yeah, like I said, you want to go to Northwest or Southeast?
No. I said Northwest.
Okay. We got a couple rooms available. How long are you looking to stay?
Say it again?
How long are you looking to stay?
Like the moving or how long to stay?
Yeah, I guess, like a day, 2 days, 3 days. What's your, how long are you looking to book it for, I guess, yeah?
I really need a long stay, but not that longer than like probably not that longer than 2-3 months.
Okay.
Just so, cause I'm looking somewhere where I can like pay to stay so I can work and keep my job.
Yeah, where you currently working?
I do sales work.
Oh, okay.
For an electric company.
Oh, okay. Well, it's a good job then, huh?
Yeah, and I'm also trying to, I'm in the like process trying to get a second job at the moment too. I'm just trying to like make as much money as possible because I'm trying to get my own place.
Yeah.
So I just need someone for like.
Hey, how'd you get that sales job, man? Were you an electrician or something?
Say again?
Man, how did you get that sales job, bro? Were you an electrician or something?
I'm an electrician, but I do like supply energy for.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. What you selling that clean energy shit?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was it electric power shit? What they call this shit?
Yeah.
Solar power.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Solar power. Right.
Basically.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, look, shit. Yeah, how long do you want to book it for? You can, it's cheaper the longer you book it. But you can book it as short as possible.
I really just trying to get something that. I really want long term, but if short term is fine, as only possible. That's only. I'm just like somewhere to where I could like be able to keep so I could be able to save up my money. Because I'm trying to, because I'm already in the process. Because I'm also still in the process trying to get another place as well.
Oh, okay.
So way I got my own spot and I could work from there as well.
Yeah.
I could just keep myself stable and save up my money.
Yeah. How old are you?
25, be 26 on Friday.
Yeah, you sound young, my man. Okay, yeah, we got a place in Petworth. If you want to book it, if you can book it directly with me, so you don't have to pay them Airbnb fees. You know what I mean? If you save you some money.
Because right now I'm currently broke. That's the problem.
Say what?
So I can't. Say again?
I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
I said no, because right now for booking, that's a problem because I ain't broke at the moment.
Oh, you say you broke? Oh, you spent all your money?
I had spent, on this Airbnb.
Oh, okay. But you got to check out?
Yeah, I got to check out.
Today?
Mm-hmm.
But you don't have any money to pay?
No, I really don't.
Borrow some money from someone until you get paid. When you get paid?
I get paid every Friday.
Okay. Can you borrow some money from someone until Friday?
No, because normally I do it from normally I could get a loan from my job, but I can't, because I did it many times, so I can't anymore. So, and I don't have anybody else I can get money from, because everybody else had already just paid their rent.
You got any suggestions? You got any suggestions, or what? What do you want to do?
I mean, I have no other options. Just, I really don't have no other options left, really.
Random guy. He doesn't know me from a man in the moon. Black. He told me my birthday is Friday. I'll be 26, but I have nowhere to go. And he's been borrowing money from his job. You can hear that on the call. Down bad.
Then call me
no
Friday.
Ecosystem.
Then call me Friday.
But what is he going to go between now and Friday?
Well, this is the reason why I called in. Is Jesus Christ, like I've never seen this in the Hispanic community, bro. Like this is.
Hold on 1 second. Go ahead, Latino.
I'm just saying, I've like to see this in the Hispanic community is a rarity. You know what I mean by rare? Like it's rare. Like right now, if my mom was going through a situation where she don't have a place to live, or my wife's mom, or anybody at that, trust me, we'll make them a room until they can figure this shit out.
My buddy said he offered me a job. Well, here's the thing. When Jeremy was here last week or so, man, Jeremy knew how to paint. He can clean up. He folded up shit. He could put doorknobs on. He was, serviceable, right? This black,
you got to put something. You can't just be.
Yeah, you got to bring something to the table, man.
Yeah,
and again, he had
water, something, peace.
Yeah, he has 2 arms, 2 legs, and presumably he got a brain that's halfway function.
Yep.
He should come to me and say, "Hey, man, like I can do something around the house. I've been staying in Airbnbs. I know how the game works. I can do that. I can help you out. Do y'all need some help?" He hasn't offered anything.
Nope.
Not one thing.
Nope. It's all for him.
All he got is his hands and legs. That's all he got. And so what's interesting, this is what I'm telling you about black. Like, this is what I say, the blacks are down real bad, bro. And they don't know how down bad they are.
Dude, I've never borrowed from my job.
I didn't even know you could do that shit.
Me neither. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, I thought you could borrow from your 401k or something.
I mean, dude, I have jobs where they had owed me checks.
Like, well, it depends on the employer.
Say what?
A lot of employers got like a program where you could take like a $200 bill or some shit.
Is that right?
See, but that's the thing. Like, if a job like that,
then you pay it back at the end of the, when you get paid normally,
Yeah, but see, like that is stupid because I mean,
you can actually take a loan out, which is a little different. But
listen, we got people that are living check by check, and you're going to take a check borrowed from your employer. You think that person is? I know they're going to get their money back, but you think that person is because of that is going to make their life better?
Yeah,
it's going to make it worse.
And he said he's done it so many times.
There
it's
you
like, damn, like, how do you do, like, jeez.
Like, Jesus Christ, like, you got to snap out of that, man. You can't be focusing on that shit.
Hold on. You say you got a job for him. What's the job? What you got for him? What you want?
You're going to be involved, bro.
He want me. He want me today. Everybody needs a John.
Be involved. Let me just
Everybody needs a John. What you need me to be involved in? Do what you need.
Yeah, I'm just gonna fund it.
What you gonna fund?
I'm the job. He's gonna clean up some streets, so picking up trash, picking up dog shit for hours. I'll say 4 hours is probably sufficient. Maybe 5 hours, and he could earn $200, bro.
You gonna pay him $200 to clean up dog shit?
No, not the dog.
Litter and all that. You gonna pay him the money?
Yeah, I'll fund it. I mean, like, if you could somewhat supervise that, like, have some trash. Hey, I'll tell him all these 10 trash bags. Just keep taking up trash till 4 hours long, 5 hours long.
Shit, you tell them like, hey man, you've been working only 2 hours and you trying to get paid for the 5. Man, but the shit clean though. The shit clean though. And it's like, that's not the point. The point is I'm paying you by the hour. But I'm telling you, because I work with these type of people, bro.
Yeah, offer to him. See what he says.
What do you think, guys? Should this guy on the phone wants to offer him to what? Clean up how many bags of trash?
Hours.
Hours of trash.
5 hours.
5 hours. 5 hours.
Yeah, because it's gonna be dark at 5. 5 hours.
5 hour times 5 is still part time.
Oh shit.
I don't have time to manage him today. Honestly, I got some things I got to do. So if you want to do it, you got to supervise it. You can't manage it. So you got any other suggestions? Before I call him back.
Damn.
So you can't manage him.
But can I ask this question?
No, yeah. Hold on. Latino, what's your question?
Why does he need management? Like, if you tell him to do the task and you expect it to be done at a certain time, one would assume that it would be an easy thing to do. It's not like this guy's doing calculus or anything.
That's a good question. Well, why does he need managing? Caller, why does he need managing? Why do you need someone to manage him? Why can't we just tell him to do it and that'd be it? You just take his word that he does it.
Well,
I don't get that.
Respectfully.
You wouldn't trust him to do it.
Bro, what kind of stupid ass question is that?
So the answer is no, you would not trust him to do it.
But bro, in a traditional sense, right? Like every job has some type of manager.
Right.
The reason is because there's no trust.
Right. Gotcha.
That's the reason.
Yeah. That's it.
Right. I mean, from any corporate job to McDonald's.
Hey, hold on for a minute. Hold on for a minute. This gets to the point that I keep hammering home here, right? Like, very few people can even be talking about this shit for this black guy in this little black ass area that he's in, right? He can't go to the liquor store man. Right? And say, hey, Mr. Liquor Store Man, can I sweep you around here? Liquor Store Man, get the hell out of here. And I don't trust none of you blacks. You gonna rob me. He can't go to the convenience store, man, because those are the Indians and the Somalis. They got their own people. The chicken wing stores or whatever, the shrimp wrap, whatever the hell these people eat out here, none of these people, these are all foreigners. They feed, liquor these people up, give them their little staple foods. These are all foreigners. Understand? Ain't a place. He's down there by where you live. You live in Anacostia area. Ain't a damn small business down there that he can go in there and say, "Hey, sir, can I get some work for the next few days?" Now, one of them would even entertain it. The check cashing store, no. What else is down there? All the little corner stores.
Oh, I got another idea for you for a job.
What?
And it's probably less managing. You could just spot check it at the end. If you have some marketing for your business, you can door either flyers or whatever, like put it in the fence or in the door or whatever.
I ain't got that to do. But if I had that, but most of my shit is
mark up the streets for them. Be like, yo, go put these flyers in everyone's fence or whatever.
I wish I had that. But again, like, look, my tenant Omar, right?
Mm-hmm.
He works on 8th Street. A lot of blacks hang out over there. Omar's not black. The store that he works at is not black owned. But the blacks go in there and shop, right? They buy their blunt wraps and things like that from there, right? That's where Rosger and I did a street interview. And then next door is a bar. It's owned by the same people. Maybe he could go over there, and if he knew how to serve drinks, because they do hire black people there, but there just isn't much of an ecosystem. You understand?
Did this guy talk about going to work today?
He probably ain't working today at Martin Luther King.
Oh, yeah, true.
So there's just nothing, right? Like the little gas station, little ghetto gas station right here, I think the Ethiopians own that. There's no business that didn't, on the barbershop, maybe. There's no business in Popeye's Chicken, maybe. Well, that's, like the Hispanics, I think, run that Like, that shit is amazing. Right? On Martin Luther King Malcolm, you going in for the damn. Matter of fact, I got a short on my channel where the Hispanic man was walking to Popeyes and Martin and Malcolm. I said, have mercy. He worked all the way over here, bro. Unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
I mean, there was a point in my time when I was young that I had two jobs at one time.
Yeah.
I sacrificed friends, parties, all that shit.
I'll pay it out.
Nah, I ain't got no job for it, man. Again, man, I'm gonna call it, but back to the ecosystem again. One of the things he said, I don't know if you heard it, Latino, he says, I asked him, I said, can you borrow money from people? And he said something that he probably didn't even know what he was saying. No, the people that I could borrow money from just paid their rent. That's what he said. Which means what?
Living day by day.
Well, no, maybe it's the first of the month, right? And they just say, okay, they just paid their rent. Which means they have a place to live.
Yeah.
Right? All of these people are paying rent individually, right? You understand? Right? They can't live together. This is what I've been trying to hammer home, right? They can't live together. Collectively, if it's him, his mama, and his sister somewhere, they're all paying rent separately, right? Can't get along. But they so damn broke, right? He ain't doing anything much of work. The mama probably getting some kind of welfare check or something, ain't getting much. Sister, maybe she working some make-work job. They need to be living together.
Yeah.
But this is the thing. Look at her comment there, right? She says that the last one, he's embarrassed to ask. It's like, dude,
hold on.
If you're in a bad situation and you're living in the street, like what more embarrassing than that?
Bro,
I don't get it. Like, I would not be embarrassed to sleep on the couch if I'm living in the street.
Man, if you look at, again, keep using these high-level examples. Look at Antons Daniels and Corey Holcomb. This is how blacks behave on the high level, on the street level. Like, they can't come together to make 1 + 1 = 3. They can't do it. These blacks need to be living together. Hell, if they sleeping on the floor like they back in the 50s, they'd be better off than strapping individually. Right? Paying 3 light bills, 3 phone bills, 3 cable bills,
I agree.
3 everybody bill. They're getting no synergies. They're just existing out in the world where they don't even get the benefit of being family. What the hell is the benefit of being family?
I mean, what? This is what I played last week on my stream when it came to the Jiddish people in New York. They can figure it out and do it, and they got ambulances, hospitals, schools, all this shit.
Hey, let me tell the caller something. Listen, someone said, I feel like you two are making more plans for this guy than he's making for himself.
It's probably true. It's probably true.
No, it is true.
And then, again, like, bro, if this guy were white, first off, he wouldn't be. I don't know. Has anyone ever seen these solar panel salesmen in the ghetto? Does anyone has ever seen this before?
What you mean? Like a person selling like taxes?
Here's how it works. In the inner cities, probably liberal states, I would guess, you get a tax credit if you put solar panels on your house.
Yeah. Right? I'm not doing that.
All you get a tax credit, right? If you got the money to go out and shell out and do it yourself, you get a tax credit. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
The poor blacks can't do that. So they have companies that say, we know you can't afford to pay for this shit yourself and get the tax credit. So we'll do it for you. And I don't know if they finance it for you or whatever, but then they get the tax credits or something to that effect.
They get the what the hell they call this shit, the refund.
That's how it works. And so, but
or some shit like that.
It's called a what?
A what?
I don't know. It's like SETRIC. I don't know. It's an acronym, but
Okay, great.
basically the company takes that and basically that's how they make their money back. They give you free solar panels, and then they take that tax credit.
There's a portion paid by the government.
And make their money back off.
This is correct. This is correct. And so, who are they going to send around in these ghettos to do this kind of shit? This sales work.
Oh man, I mean, I've seen them come to my house multiple times trying to sell me shit, and it's usually, from what I've seen, out of the 3 times, it's been 1 white girl and 2 white boys.
Right. So, but in the ghetto you got to send the blacks, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, because the blacks are going to be skeptical. People come to the doors, and so it'd be a bunch of blacks
trying to
right?
chip me off.
Right? And basically telling the blacks they're leading off with it's free. You ain't gotta pay for nothing. It's free.
Yeah, fuck
right?
that.
You go lower your light bill, and that's how they sell it to the blacks, by sending these blacks like this guy. That's his job. It's a make-work job. It's bullshit. But it fits a liberal propaganda, and so that's why he is doing that. I see it all the time. And so, again, if you're a white guy, like Jeremy, maybe his parents can send him a little money. He could be pursuing streaming, and he's a little bit handy, doesn't know anything about the law, or doesn't even consider it, and you could trust him. But with the black, you're going to have him a little girlfriend. That's what's going to happen. They don't give a damn how broke they are. Right? They all going to be chasing a woman. And, that's going to complicate things. It's going to complicate his reasoning. Should I get out? Should I not get out? My girl up in here, her shit in here. What if he meet up with a girl who got a baby? And then the baby in there, I done had to put one in the mouth before. So they just create conditions, partly because of the way the government babies them, that you can't help them, right? Because they could turn around like a snake and bite your ass, right? With some real venomous poison, right? And all you gotta do is, and he don't even have to do anything. The government will come to his aid, right? Right? Am I wrong, caller?
Nope.
Right? And so this is what I'm saying. And hell, that may be the reason why his family won't let them move in with him. It's possible.
Shit.
It's possible, right? But more than likely, he's gotten into it with his family. The blacks can't get along with each other.
Bro.
That's what it is. Friends.
You put that video that one time with that girl beating up her own grandmother, and I was disgusted, John, because I've never seen nothing like that.
Yeah, and
that shit won't fly in my community.
Like, you can extrapolate this shit a million different ways. Let's say if he was, let's just say if he wasn't a down and out black, it's still the same shit, right? He just got different sets of problems. He may say, hey man, why don't we get together, put our head together and buy this house since we're all renting. They be like, man, I ain't doing that shit with you, right?
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's the same, but they can never put their heads together, right? They just don't have the ability to cooperate with each other. And you heard it so clearly here. There are people around him, friends and family, that just paid their rent. And not one of them will offer him a place to stay while it's 35 degrees outside. It's a bad ecosystem here. That's a real bad ecosystem.
Man, once you mess up family relationships, it's over for you in the world. It's over.
Yeah.
I really think that unless you're a person that can pick yourself up, fine. But if you're in this situation, like Jesus Christ, and you can't even count on your own family to give you a day or two, Jesus, man. At that point, I'm not even looking at the family. I'm looking at him. I'm saying, what did this guy do to get ousted that way?
Someone's Latino was saying, caller, what did this guy do to get ousted this way from his family? I mean, it more than likely is a natural coming apart. To be honest with you, these people probably were never very cohesive anyway, and so they just go their own separate ways, and more or less come together for holidays and shit like that. So it's all kind of superficial anyway, and so they can't really lean on each other during hard times. They just have fun with each other and shit. During the good times, they would during the good times they hang around each other. During the bad times, they withdraw. That's what you see. They withdraw from each other, from more or less interaction with each other. You see, I had Philippe on the phone earlier. There's a guy that we used to live in the same building with. When he was younger, doing a little bit better for himself, we would hang out and shit like that. But when the shit hit the fan for him, never see him again. He won't return your phone calls. I don't call him, but when I did, he used to call me. I'll just return your phone calls. They just drop off the map, and that very well could be this guy's problem. He's down bad, and he just in hell with reaching out to anybody.
But I will say to that, a lot of times that's because of shame and embarrassment, bro.
Very well could be. I mean, if he's been barred from his job, Jesus Christ, get another job, get 2 jobs, right? But again, there is no ecosystem, right? Like all this work around here, again, I talk about this to people on the panel, you caller. Man, it amazes me sometimes, and I notice these things. The people 2 doors down from me, they have a Hispanic man come in and cut their grass, and there are no Hispanic people living around here. Right? Mm-hmm. That means these people come from a long way, right? Right? The caller, where they're coming from. They're probably coming from Hyattsville, right? Which is the other side of Maryland, right? That's 30-minute drive, right? Mm-hmm. Right? And how many blacks did they pass that probably could have cut their grass and trimmed their hedges? These people can't even cut grass in their own neighborhoods.
I mean,
this shit is amazing.
So the pest guy that comes to my house every month, right? Because we pay a service every year. The guy's black. He's cool as shit, man. And he come over here, he check out the house and all that.
Yeah, hold on.
But I barely don't see blacks doing that business either.
I mean, again, that's working for a company. I'm saying, you gotta have. This is my opinion. You gotta have an informal economy. Hell, if for no other reason than your children to be able to lemonade stands on the corner or cutting grass, or can I clean out your garage or something? These people have nothing. That's probably why he's not even wired to ask me to do anything. You know what I'm saying? He probably shit. The damn ecosystem doesn't exist. Yeah. Right? It hasn't existed in so long. Bro, since the Hispanics got here in full flux like this, and that probably would say when I was 13, 14, at least in Alabama, I ain't seen any Hispanics. You more or less was competing against yourself or young white people. But today, you got a 25-year-old man got to compete with the Hispanics, or 18-year-old teenagers compete with Hispanics, man, they can't compete against those people, man. So that's gone, right? There's a lot of shit
in the morning.
Right?
Motherfuckers is up by 3 and 4 in the morning, John, in the cold.
I mean, they just get the benefit of the doubt that they're going to do the job and do it better. The blacks are not going to
faster.
They're not going to beat them reputation-wise now, and I think that's more or less. If I see a person come to my house talking about he wants to chop down a tree, he better be Hispanic or white man. I ain't letting no black get up in no tree fall all over my house. I'd be mad at myself. I wouldn't be mad at the black. I'd be mad at myself. You know what I mean? I mean, man, I knew better. And so this is what I'm saying. So many doors, so many windows have closed for them. And partly due to their own dysfunction. Yeah.
Look at Sin's comment.
What did she say? When they go to the shelter,
No, the last one. I'm sorry, the last one.
What did Sin say? Sin said, I hate to say this, but my yard guy retired and gave the business to his helper, black guy. In the past few years, the job has gotten worse, but I feel uncomfortable. Yeah, you know.
I mean, you wouldn't want to do the hedges anymore and all the little extra details that comes with yard work.
When I was a young man, I made my living, 15, 16, buying my school clothes, stuff like that. I walked to the white side of town, knock on their door. I walk right up to their door, knock on their door. I'd have a lawnmower, of course, so they see I got a lawnmower. And they open the door. Yeah, you want to cut my grass? Sure. In the wintertime, I go and rake their leaves. Today, that's out. Partly because of the Hispanics here, the other part is because you can't trust blacks. And ain't nobody open up their front door for no black today.
Come on, man.
You can't trust them. They've destroyed that ability to reach out to their neighbors, right?
We can call it a trust ecosystem.
Yeah, the trust ecosystem. Yeah, it's totally blown.
Damn right.
And I would argue that may be why this black guy doesn't even think to even ask me for work or offer work. Hey man, is there anything I can do, man, until Friday? You're in the landlord business. You gotta have something. Nothing. I just want to get up and go to work.
I guess that this is why they dine and dash, because back then, when you didn't have money to pay, they used to make you wash the dishes. Like, I ain't washing no dishes. I'm out of here.
Someone said not everyone is good at capitalism, especially blacks, which means they need a better ecosystem. Listen, I believe blacks. Here I am being positive about it, but man, like, if they weren't so damn overeducated and set their sights lower, right? If JP can pull off running the food truck, right? JP, he at least got his food truck up and served at least one customer, correct? Served at least one. He did, right? Am I mistaken that? He did get the food truck off the ground, right? He got it. There has to be at least somebody that can do it better than him. There has to be a lot of people that can do it better than him. But most of the people that could, they're not gonna take a chance. As I was listening to something today, and I didn't even mean to go here, but I gotta do it. I gotta show you blacks. I gotta show you blacks. Here's what I was looking at the other day. This is what I was looking at, and I hope it explains everything. Where? Oh no. Oh. Here it is right here. Let me see. Is it right here? Let's see. Wait a minute. Let's see. I'm sure here's a breakdown. Where is it? I'm gonna find it. Let me see. Let's transcript. All right. And I'll look. All right. Okay. I found it. Listen to this.
If it's Arthur Smith, you guys can take a look at some of these passing charts throughout the year. Right now, in my opinion, is that he directs his offense, even though he's a defensive-minded head coach, he directs his offensive play callers, his quarterbacks, his entire offense to avoid the intermediate and deep middles of the field when passing the football. And guys, I thought maybe it was just a specific play caller or maybe it was a specific quarterback, but it doesn't matter if it's...
Hey, Colin, I'll explain to you what I'm playing. Give me like 10 seconds.
It's Matt Canada. It doesn't matter if it's Eddie Faulkner. It doesn't matter if it's Arthur Smith. You guys can take a look at some of these passing charts throughout the year. Kenny Pickett not throwing the ball over the middle of the field. Justin Fields avoiding the middle of the field under Arthur Smith, right? Russell Wilson avoiding the middle of the field. Okay, this is a pattern. And then even this season, Aaron Rodgers, you guys can take a look at this one from earlier this season against Cleveland, avoiding the middle of the field for the most part there. And then just last week, just yesterday with Mason Rudolph, not throwing the ball over the intermediate and deep middle portions of the field at all. And this has just been a very consistent theme when it comes to Mike Tomlin, especially over the last 5+ years, is that this team does not throw the ball over the middle of the field. And
he's talking about Mike Tomlin, and he's saying, part of Mike Tomlin's problem is that he doesn't attack all over the field, just solely the sidelines. He doesn't have a team built to attack the sidelines, so he doesn't have any success. Even when he had the team built to attack the sidelines, by the fact that he wouldn't attack the middle, people recognize the pattern. He's only going to attack certain parts of the field. That makes him easy to defend. A very conservative mindset. And playing it close to the vest. Sometimes you win. A lot of times you lose by a close margin. Sometimes you get blown out. And I think that's Tomlin, and that is a lot of blacks. They need to get out into their neighborhoods and open up some of these ghetto liquor stores and shit. So that this young black is calling some random stranger, he may be able to go to the store. Hey man, can I sweep here all day? You don't want to do that, right? And so there's no ecosystem for him.
You want to know what's crazy?
Yeah.
You want to know what's crazy? So in the barbershop, there's usually these guys that will come up. Maybe they'll show up maybe 6-7 times in the day. You could tell that they're probably like a drug addict or alcoholic, or they're going through something. You get what I'm saying? Like you know that they have an issue, or they probably don't got money like that, or government assistance, whatever the case may be. But they go into that barbershop, and guess what they do, John? They sweep.
Mm-hmm.
They sweep 5, 6, 7 times a day. They'll leave and they'll come back, and then they'll sweep, and then they'll leave, and they'll come back, and then they'll sweep. They don't stay the whole day in the barbershop. But the point of the matter is that they doing that, and they get like $25-$50 at the end of the day. So the guy does it every day. It's like a job for him.
Yeah, I mean, it is a job. You got to, and that still exists. By and large, the blacks are still cutting their hair. But, everything else they've ceded to higher ground and the easy things to do. And so now what is the outcome of that? All these overeducated people, they can go talk online, they can do an Antons Downs, and they'll get independently wealthy. But there's no businesses there, right? There's no there, right? Like, if this young man was to call Antons Downs, what would Antons Downs have for him? He can't come on his show, right? What would he do? Does he have a place? And I'm not saying Antons Downs in particular, but I'm saying there's so many people, the rappers and all these other people. Why don't they have places? Why aren't they landlords to these people?
Bro, I've always asked myself the question. All these rappers have all this money, and they talk about black unity and shit. Like, they could have been done something for the black community.
And that's why when you hear that unity shit, man, it's clearly...
Yeah, it's all bullshit.
It's all bullshit.
It is all bullshit. I mean, these people hate each other more than... Look, this is what I told my wife yesterday. It's like, I find it funny and ironic how they can say the same insults to each other, right? And I'm not talking about racist here or anything, just an insult. And it would be like, all right, whatever. They'll get mad at each other or whatever. But if it's a white man saying the same thing now, it's they blow it out of proportion. And it's like, yeah, but you said the same thing.
Hold on. Yeah, now I know what you mean. Hold on. You said Sean McDermott? Who's that, the Buffalo Bills coach?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he got fired?
What?
Wow.
That's on here.
Wow. I was not expecting that.
Man, I don't know what to call this black back and say, man.
Damn, Sean McDermott. Why?
Yeah, I was trying to see if I came up with something else, but yeah, anybody got anything else before I call this black?
Yeah, you don't got snow that has to be shoveled out of your property?
Man, I ain't having anything shoveling nothing. I really do it myself. I really do it myself. Anybody else got anything before I call him back? So we got nothing. Anybody else got anything? Nothing. Damn shame. But I think, man, you know, this couldn't have come at a better time, honestly. Because, you know, I've been watching more Antons than I watch. And again, I'm not picking on him. I'm just using him as the figurehead example. And all these blacks, like I looked at some of his properties. He was talking about buying 100 properties. I don't know if he did, but I know he ain't putting no blacks in them because the one he had that he showed, he had white people living in there. And I hear our city council member here in D.C., she wants to build social housing in white neighborhoods. Honestly, she encouraged some of these blacks to make their own neighborhoods safe so they can live. You know where the Warman Hotel is, right? You know where the Warman Hotel is? Caller, you know where the Warman Hotel is? It's on Connecticut Avenue, Upper Connecticut Avenue, Northwest DC. So I guess they closed the hotel down, and she's saying we can use higher rents to subsidize lower rents. Now I was just on my channel the other day, like there's a house around the corner of me for $270,000. It's nothing, right? In this city, it's nothing. You get a roommate or two, you're living down there for free, correct? That would be an ownership opportunity. But all she has for them is some government scheme to get the rich to somehow subsidize the poor. That's where their mind is. They can't break free of that. You understand? Right? Like, I never would have come up with that. How did they come up with this? But that's where their mind is. Right? And the same way she can't think of anything else. Because partly she don't want to live around blacks. Right? She want the white man to subsidize, because once they put this shit into play, you know what happens? They give the shit to their friends and family. They get the best apartments to their friends and family. Because they're in control of it. It's a government scheme, right? Letting the free market play out, they have no benefits to dole out, right? That's how that works, right? That's why they're all for this government scheme, this government scheme, that. I put a video up on the channel, man. All she's talking about is like, we need to find some way to mix up the high income and the poor. It's truly disgusting. Listen to this.
Thinking next to Tacoma Station in Ward 4, we're doing housing there. When I talk about building places next to transit, we should absolutely be taking those properties. But then we have things like the Warman Hotel in Ward 3 that everyone's been talking about, where we as a city could purchase the Warman. It's in a great location near transit, near grocery, near so many amenities. It's an opportunity for social housing and a place where people want to live and would come and live, no matter sort of which rate they would.
So she's saying basically, we got a city-owned hotel, the Warman, in a real nice white part of town. So we could come up with a social housing scheme so we could house these poor, broke-ass blacks. And we could do it by getting the white people, the rich white people who want to live in those neighborhoods anyway, because they got all the grocery stores and it's real nice over there. We'll make them pay for the niggas to live. And she's wrapping this shit up in all this social jargon, social housing, and a number of welfare. But see, the projects didn't work, right? The black, they know they do black. That would, like, that's how, if you really want to house the blacks, build some projects, right? You wouldn't have to come up with all these social engineering housing schemes. Listen to this.
What she's talking about
to live next to the whites.
Hotel.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
I've been to events at the Warman Hotel. It used to be a big hotel right on Connecticut Avenue. What she's talking about turning this into some kind of mixed income housing in a very affluent neighborhood.
Yeah, she wants to turn it like, man, bro, you'd have to know where the Connecticut Avenue. You know where Connecticut Avenue is. Upper Connecticut Avenue is affluent, correct?
I'm sorry?
Upper Connecticut Avenue is affluent, correct?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Very affluent, right? Mm-hmm. It's so affluent, there's really no reason for me to even go over there.
Mm-hmm.
When the last time you've been over there?
To Connecticut, Upper Connecticut?
Yeah, just I'm talking about on leisure, not for business or anything.
No, I don't know. Leisure? I don't know, nothing reasonably up there.
There's no reason. The zoo is up there.
Oh, is that
It's right. He's right.
Is that in that area? Oh,
Yeah. You know who else lives there? Like the Obamas live there.
Sasha, Leah, Bo.
Yeah, Upper Connecticut. This is where she's talking about moving these blacks to.
To Connecticut. Yeah.
Yeah, this is what she said. Look, there's a hotel right there in Connecticut. This is the lady who's running for mayor of D.C., Janice George.
Is she trying to move people to Connecticut from D.C.?
No, Connecticut Avenue.
Oh, okay.
Here's how it works. The real white states, Wisconsin Avenue.
Yeah, Wisconsin.
That shit expensive over there, right? Am I wrong, caller? Huh? Wisconsin Avenue is an expensive area to live.
Mm-hmm.
Connecticut Avenue, real expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Nebraska Avenue, real expensive. Right? You probably don't even know what the hell Nebraska Avenue is. Do you know where Nebraska Avenue is? You probably don't even fucking know where it is.
Nobody knows. Just make your fucking point.
I got to make my point. I gotta show it to the audience, since you didn't even know where it is, because it's not one of those places that you would know. You know what I'm saying? So let me show it to you. It's not like a main street. You know what I mean? Like, and so let me put it up on the screen for the people who can see it, and then I'll describe it to you exactly where it is. Nebraska Avenue is south of Whole Foods on, is this Wisconsin? This must be Wisconsin. Wisconsin Avenue, right? So you know where the Whole Foods is on Wisconsin. That's damn near at the DC borderline of Bethesda. You know Bethesda is very expensive, correct?
Bethesda.
And so south of the Whole Foods on Wisconsin, you go down a block and you're at Nebraska Avenue at the circle, right? And then if you go to the east a little bit, you'll hit Connecticut Avenue, which is right here. You see this? See how close this is? Obama lives like right in here area, somewhere in here, I think. And so you can see they literary and creative artists, bread first. This is where this lady wants to move all these poor blacks in this area, right? Albemarle Street. These are very affluent areas. Very affluent areas. There's no blacks live anywhere near around here. To put that in perspective, is Georgia Avenue, how would you describe Georgia Avenue? Is Georgia blacker or whiter than Connecticut or Wisconsin Avenue?
Blacker.
What about Alabama Avenue?
Blacker.
Mississippi?
Blacker.
You probably never heard this before, huh? Wisconsin, whitey white. Nice up there.
The whites.
Connecticut Avenue, Nebraska. Then you get to Alabama. Alabama like 2 blocks from me. Mississippi right behind me, 2 blocks behind me. Georgia Avenue is up northwest by my other property. And that's where the blacks want to come up with this social housing scheme to put the poor blacks all the way up here in Northwest DC. And to put that in perspective, this is where I am. And I know it doesn't look, DC is a small town, but this is where she want to put the blacks. This is where all the blacks live over here, though, right?
She want to gentrify.
She won't put these blacks up there. Look, look, when you put the picture up, it's like a book. Carla, you know how the whites had them book giveaway things in front of their houses? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. We have a whole bunch of those.
Look at this. Look at that shit. You see that? She want to put the blacks up in the neighborhood like that.
Bro,
I guess going to change the type of books? Huh?
No, they tried this in Boston, and I shit you not. Yo, they ripped the box and they had the books all over the floor. Like, it's fucked up, man. Like, it's like, damn, man. Like, just open the thing, get a book, put it back. Like, that's what it's intended for.
Well, they changed the books to like Ebony magazine and shit. Hey,
my ride.
Ebony magazine. Ooh, they put Ebony magazine essence. Jet.
Damn, man. Glamour.
Yeah, man, should I call these homeless Negro back? He's 36 degrees outside Washington, D.C. He has nowhere to go. He has no family.
Winter's coming.
Have we not demonstrated that the way blacks live, the laws that they advocate, these short-sighted blacks, they create environments where ain't no one can help them. And then they raise so much hell with each other that they can't help each other. So they end up and you see this all the time. They end up leaning on total strangers for jobs. What do blacks say? You can't discriminate against us. That's the way the world works. Right? I'm going to hire my brother over some stranger. I can take the rules a little different to him.
Look at the Chinese restaurants.
Right? Some things I just can't go out into the market and find total strangers. Right? The dope business would be one. You don't see blacks going out looking for strangers to sell drugs with. Right? That's how it works. But with the job market, they want total strangers to just judge them in fairness with people that they may know or feel more comfortable with. That doesn't make sense. And it leads them to situations like this where he's asking a total stranger for a favor that could have dire consequences to me. And he has nothing to offer. And his reputation is not even of a Jeremy that I could trust that he would leave on Friday if something happened with his paycheck. Right? He slipped and fell and didn't go to work. It's too cold the rest of the week. He didn't get his hours. That could happen, right? Am I wrong? Caller, could that happen? It's going to be cold all week. He cannot get his hours this week. Correct? He could get a chargeback on his debit card. He thought he was going to have his money. It didn't work out.
So what you mean? That he rents it and then he wanted a refund?
You gonna call him back?
I don't know what to call him back and say. What? Just say no?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right, I did it. Yeah, I did it. Let me, man, my allergies killing me. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, shit wild, man. I don't understand most of this stuff, man. This is why I come up here to try to get some understanding, because most of this shit wouldn't even fly in the Hispanic community, bro. Like, this is just nuts. Are you crazy? You telling me that this man has family? He just told you that everybody got their rent paid, which means like at least one of these people, if God willing, you know, they can give you a couch or something, you know, for a short time.
Let him sleep on the floor. What about the floor?
But this is the thing, John. Like we don't know. We don't know this guy like those people know that guy. So this is what I'm saying. It's like he closed them doors for himself. God knows doing what.
But you know, let me ask the caller. The caller's a landlord. Why do you think no family members are willing to offer him at least a floor for the next 3 days?
Right, because he burned up he wasn't listening to the rules or he owes him money.
But how bad could the bridges have been burned? Where it's now 30 degrees outside and he can't go back across that bridge, at least for the next 2 to 3 days.
I don't know if you have all the information, bro. Also, pride thing. I mean, there might not be no bridges burned. Maybe they're far away, bro. I have fucking no idea.
Okay, they're far away. Okay, let's role play. Let's role play that. Let's role play. Okay, let's role play that.
Bro, why don't you just call him back and ask him all this?
I can't ask him. I can't ask him.
Play the million scenario game.
Yeah, but I'm gonna play it. I'm on the string. So
Okay.
let's role play this. I'm gonna ask him. Let's say his mother and father and sister. Let's say he got at least a sister. He said they all pay their rent, so it's plural, so at least 2. Let's say they don't have the money. That's bad. Let's say they got the money, but he done burnt the bridges so bad that he can't ask them for the money. That might be worse. Let's say they're here, right? Because they're probably here, right? He didn't move here to be selling no damn solar panels. So he probably from around here, which means that he can't go and sleep on their floor or their couch, right? He's probably from around here. And he said they paid their rent and they ain't got shit to help him with. That's what he said. And he also said, I ain't got anything on my credit card. I've been borrowing money from my job. He been down bad a long time, bro. Right? Like, and all he's doing is digging himself in deeper and deeper holes. He needs to go back to one of these people and say, I need to get on my feet by laying on your floor for the next couple of weeks, right? Am I wrong? Because he probably can't get better work. He doesn't have any skills. Am I missing something? You think I'm wrong?
No, that sounds about right.
Right. And this is what the blacks are. No skills. Can't even offer the paint. They have so few skills, they don't even offer them anymore. I bet you if I call them, you know what, I'm going to call them. Do you know how to paint? Do you want to bet? Let's see. You know what? Let's see this. Let's see this. I should put a poll up. How many people think he knows how to paint? What you think, Latino? You think he knows how to paint? Caller, you think he knows how to paint?
I mean, everyone knows how to paint. How well do you paint?
You think you know how to paint well enough to exchange it off for 3 days of rent? Going once, going twice. Huh? What do you think? You think if I call him back and say, you know how to paint, my man? You think he gonna say, hell yeah? I said, wait, I can give you some paint work. Somebody said he know how to rap. Do you think he know how to paint? Caller, what do you say?
Everyone knows how to paint, bro.
Do you think if I said to him, you know how to paint, he said, hell yeah. She. I already got some brushes.
I don't know, bro. You're just gonna have to call and find out.
Somebody say if he's asleep, I'm laughing my ass off. Arenzo, you think he's gonna be asleep when I call?
No idea, bro.
Caller, do you think he will be asleep when I call?
But don't ask me no questions, bro. There's unlimited possibilities. I have no idea who this person is.
Oh, okay. Let me ask you this question. All right, this is my last question. Somebody said, ask him if he knows how to do anything at all. Hey, you know what this one? Latino, Latino, if I ask him, do you know how to paint? Do you think he's gonna say yeah?
No, he's gonna say no. Which it's not that complicated to paint. Once you know the strokes out of the brush and stuff like that, it becomes an easy job.
So somebody, what do we say if you sleep? What are we gonna ask you to paint? Damn, if you know how to paint, I get that nigga to be had paint all over my floors. I'm like, damn, I gotta clean all this shit up. What are we gonna ask him? We're gonna ask him something. Somebody say you got any Nikes you can sell, huh?
This is crazy, bro. Man, listen, man. In the 3 years that I've been in this house, bro, remind you, this is the first time I lived in a house, like, okay, because we always lived in projects and shit. So me and my wife we're happy and glad now that we, purchased a home or whatever. But I'm gonna tell you something, John. I've learned so much on how to do certain things in the house that me and myself thought that I could never do. Like, for instance, clean out a whole boiler, or reset a boiler, or let's say pump out the air out of a boiler. Certain things like that. Most of these people will call a plumber for this.
Well, that gets back to what the lady is saying, right? The lady who's running for DC Council, for mayor, she's saying, let's put these poor blacks in social housing and let's charge the rich white people an exorbitant amount of rent so that the poor blacks can live in nice neighborhoods. Well, the poor blacks probably was saying better to be living, even if it was sleeping on the floor in their mama bed, house, if they could find some cooperation that the next generation may get out of sleeping on their mama's floor. Janice doesn't seem to have an answer for that, or that maybe she doesn't think there is an answer. And so she says, let's come up with some kind of scheme to, subsidize this. The problem is, like, rich people don't want to live around poor people. And poor people aren't going to change just by virtue of them living in a nice neighborhood. It's still going to be the same poor person. And that's going to make the rich people leave. And you can't force the rich people to live somewhere.
But there's levels to this shit, man. You got to level up, bro. Like, for instance, like, I don't know, Gig Kraken might speak on this, because I don't know how, their part in California, but here in Massachusetts, I can tell you that his people, what they tend to do is they'll have at least 15 of the motherfuckers living in a house that it's for. They'll purchase the home, right? And then they'll continue down the line and buy another home, and then another one, and then 15 years time, right? They'll sell all those homes, and now they no longer live in that poor community. They move themselves out.
And this is what I'm saying. Like, I toured a house the other day. It was $270,000. It's not a lot in DC. Presumably, he has a mother and a sister that lives here. They all pay their rent, he says. That house would be big enough for them to all pay toward a collective mortgage and get a roommate. They'd be living there for damn near free. But they'd have to put their heads together. But more than likely, he would rather go for Janice's social housing scheme, because that doesn't require the blacks to cooperate on anything. They don't get to build anything. They just get a socialized housing for as long as they live there. But it's just a different mindset.
It is.
And again,
it is. And to answer Sin's thing there about the construction. Yes, and here in Massachusetts they do the same thing too.
Yeah.
Any new build construction, 10% has to go to low income, which is ridiculous.